Jerry, I think I've gone back in time to the 70s. And
You've gone back to 76 actually.
Yeah, looks like one of Kenny Roberts' bikes. This, like, I love RD400s and 350s.
Yep, in that colour scheme.
I rode a couple when I was a young bloke.
Yep.
But this one has been customised, which usually I'm not a big fan of customised older bikes, but this bike...
They're tastefully done.
Wow.
In this case, they've been done nicely.
This bike is absolutely stunning. He's changed the forks, he's changed a lot of the swing arm, a lot of bits and pieces on it.
Yep.
Mate, just run us through it because that is the best looking RD400 I think I've ever seen.
It's probably the coolest one I've seen as well. And it actually sounds superb with those Arrow Stinger exhausts. Full rebuild in the motor. In fact, the whole bike's had a complete rebuild. D&G radial head, which looks insane. Yep. Late model 600 front end. Forks and the big brakes, similar to the rear end. As you say, done in a retro Kenny Roberts in the white and red. This is the first of the 400 series, being 1976. But there's nothing that hasn't been touched on that bike. It rides superbly, and it just took a great thing.
Even down to the dash.
Yep,
instruments
aftermarket
here.
dash.
Aftermarket. He's got RD400 across the top here. The Pro Taper bars on it.
The attention to detail is
It is just
great.
Unbelievable. Like, that is just a gorgeous bike.
Yep.
And that's the sort of bike you could either buy and put away in your man cave or in your bar, whatever.
Yep.
But I think I'd be more inclined to jump on a little weekend and scoot off to a bike show or ferrante through the mountains. Or
great thing out on the open road, and just be an awesome thing to ride
it is absolutely stunning, and a credit to the guy who built this bike because it's not overdone, as I said.
Yep.
He's got all
work on it. A lot of work.
Yep, he's got all the colour schemes right. He's got the Yamaha in gold with a little black trace around it, like they should have been.
That would have been a factory sort of colour scheme with that.
Pleated seat. It's just everything. The red frame, it just stands out. It's beautiful. Mate, I think you should fire it up.
I think fire it up for sure.
Makes you want to ride this thing fast, I tell you. Just open it up and get going. The crackle to it's insane.
That sounds brilliant, doesn't it?
It sounds like an old TZ race bike.
Oh, it does. Especially with the chambers there.
The way the chambers have been done.
And the Arrow exhaust is all top-end stuff as well.
I was just standing here getting behind the two-stroke fumes. They haven't stopped for a long time.
But look at the detail as well into the building of the chambers. There's a lot of work and stuff that have gone into them. And they have not missed a tread on this.
There's nothing sweeter
than a two-stroke.
Than a two-stroke, two cylinders, a good set of pipes.
On song.
On song. That's what this bike is.
That's the go.
So if you're sitting at home and you're looking at this and you're thinking, wow, I'd love that bike in my collection, or you're looking at buying your first collectible bike, give us a call on 1300 Classic, or drop us an email to classic@grays.com.au. But if you buy this bike, you've got 1 out of 1. This is absolutely fantastic. The attention to detail,
another one the same.
Even down to the little indicators, everything's just absolutely pitched perfectly on this bike, and it's 1 of 1.
It's a one-off build for sure.
So if you're looking for something classic, something rare, give us a call.